right, so we're recording live. Well, this is what you're supposed to do. You guys all have a different copy. So I'm going to record this and put it on the assignment, but you can be doing this right now. X bar equals how many minutes? Min. You change your notes. You guys all had a copy, ladies and gentlemen. In this assignment, you get a copy of this, but with all the errors on it. So make sure you change it. Okay, this is the formula. This is the definition for finding the average of a sample from a population. Here's the formula for the average of an entire population. And we're going to pretend that that's the entire population of DP students. For the sample mean one, we're going to just choose the day 429. That's going to be our sample mean, you know, that is really like a sample. This one is a sample too, but we're going to pretend it's the entire population because it's a bigger data set and you get the feeling, you know, like, okay, we have much more data. This is the actual average. But when we take a sample, sometimes Alexander doesn't write his time in, or sometimes Brandon doesn't put his time in. So it's just a sample. It's not the true mean. See the symbol X bar right here? That's the sample mean. The true mean, the true average, is represented by this funky looking U, which is pronounced mu. No, wait, sorry, mu. It's the lowercase m. N is the number of items. They used a capital N. Capital N or lowercase n is going to stand for the number of items we put in our data set. Standard deviation, there's of an entire population. Use this formula. These are the same formulas. See how they equal this right here? This is a lowercase Greek letter too. This is the S that I was talking about. It's pronounced sigma. This is the uppercase S. It looks like a E. And that's what I want to talk to you about. It's right here in this formula. That's the definition of standard deviation. Try to calculate the standard deviation for all DP year one students. And to do that, hey, remember how Gilbert, he took a pencil and he wrote down every single entry for the average. You guys like writing all that down? Because mathematicians sure don't. In fact, they came up with a way to not write that down. And they use this letter. It's the capital letter, sigma. You see this right here? Kind of looks like that. This means add it all up. And they use the X as the variable. So add up all the X's. How many X's do we have? Let's go back here. There it is right there. That's how they're telling you what to do for the average. You guys know how to find the average, right? Well, they're saying it right here. This means add up all the data, and it's got an X sub I. So instead of literally writing down all the data like this, this looks beautiful, but man, that's a lot of work, right? So what we do is we write the sum of X's, and there's different ones on there. There's Gilbert. Maybe Gilbert's top of the list, right? And who's at the bottom? Alexander. So he's going to be, there are 14 entries, right? We'll say n equals 14. But remember, I want you to do all DP year one students. I'm just talking about how Gilbert did this. So it says sum up all the entries from the first one to the 14th, divide by n, which in this case is 14. So after you add them all up, then you times it by 1 over 14 or you divide by 14. That's what that weird symbol means. What did Gilbert put? It looks great. 374 plus 266 plus 457 plus 970 or 97. You don't have to work that hard. Ain't nobody got time for that. Just use this sum, the symbol for sum, the capital letter sigma, used by one of the first alphabets, the Greek alphabet, way before ADs. We're talking BC time. That's your homework. Try to do the standard deviation formula. Let's see what you get. We'll talk about it on Wednesday.